Greetings everyone and welcome back with me, Kemzit, within a medieval crafter Blacksmith Prologue. Now I've been granted a key previously, as I've stated in one of my videos. I've already finished the game already with the demo, so feel free to check it out or from any other content creators and see how this game, or try it out yourself, for it is also possible for you guys to play through it and have some fun. But I'm here right now going to be talking about the game itself and offer my honest constructive feedback to this game, as it's quite, how should I say, possible for us to play through and have some fun and see how it is, and offer, of course, constructive feedback yourself in hopes to better the game, for it definitely has a lot of potentials for us to enjoy as consumers and spend our time having fun over here as as we're gamers, and that's our hobby. Now with that said, I'll just get right to it. So I will encourage everyone to simply lean back, lay down, grab something to eat and drink, and hear me chattering through and offering my honest opinions and all that. Now this game has definitely a nice beginning plot over here. You start talking with the king over there, who is fighting against some other people and all that, and his old smith is gonna go for retirement. Now that is where you come in for, and you'll be trying to pick up his old job, and he has left a little bit of a mess. But of course, as time goes through and you're going through the quest, he's just gonna teach you how to go forward as a smith, and then you'll be learning how to do it. For not only are you gonna be smelting bars, you're gonna also be smithing them on this anvil. You're gonna be heating these stuff up, you're gonna be sharpening them. Of course, you're gonna also need to cool them down and all that. You'll be also assemble the weapon, you're gonna be bargaining, and you even have to mine. Now these are quite a lot of things that you have to do, which is quite nice and definitely gives you a feeling of a blacksmith as well. And if you do not have the necessary goods, you'll simply have to buy from this merchant. This definitely costs a little bit of money, but at that time those merchants, according to medieval accounts, were also responsible to get themselves supplied and well, be it by their own gatherings, or if they have gained the rights from the king to mine in a specific spot, because not everyone were allowed to mine in these places unless you did that secretly, which was still quite nice and definitely gives you a feeling of being a blacksmith. Now, I personally would like to also have like a apprentice, for example, or a helping hand, which will be nice. For example, where you can get someone to assign. For example, let's say over here, this will be a little storage area, because they do have those as well within the smiths, and we can already see that over here. And then you'll be able to assign them to tell them, like, for example, hey, gather some more copper ores or some coal, and they will just constantly go back and forth and gathering it, because you'll have to do that yourself. But it'll be a very nice change to have them do it, in order that you can simply focus on your own task, which will be very nice as well, because again, time is on the essence, and these smiths simply need to focus on their own task, and that is smithing weapons, armor, and other accessories, for example, for horses, such as the hooves, etc., which is also very important, or even tools for the other labors. This is where I would really find and aggressively recommend the developer to do so. For example, the mechanic of assigning your guy to gather this at a certain percentage or a certain request, and they just simply go back and forth quickly while you focus over here. You can of course gather as well with him to bump up the storage a little bit, and then you'll get it in order as well, which will be nice. And let's say you'll be able to get some wood or other necessary goods by assigning some, also another square to get it from you, for that. There's a lot more other stuff that we can see. For example, there was, like, I don't know, this kind of wizard tower, I'm not sure, maybe a church even. and I don't know what's that gonna do.
You going to
There's
do?
a lot of possibilities. There's even a town that we can go forward with, and there's also a forest which we have not really been able to check out what plots are behind. I'm definitely eager to see what it is gonna be. I can't say a lot of ideas, but I definitely wanted to already give out the idea of having a squire, well, not a squire, a helping hand inside your shop, who can help you, of course, to do things for you as well. For example, also assembling the weapons would be also a nice thing, and we have a lot of accounts that in history books or even in other places, be it on the Google, if you're going to check it out, that these apprentices also assembled these weapons for the smith while they continued on doing these works over here as well. Of course, they also did stuff together with the smith, for example, forging weapons as well, but of course it will be very wiser or nicer for them to assemble the weapon. And another feedback I would like to also give, like whenever we are finished with forging the weapon and cooling it down, it will be very nice to have like a button to drop the thing that we have, and then we simply pick it up, because we're literally forced to swap the item, and that is a little bit annoying. And another constructive feedback I would like to give is, for example, when you're picking, using this pickaxe, right? When you press 1 or keep it hold, like for example, you press the left mouse button, right? You just only hit once. But when you hold it, they do not continue. But when you repetitively click, they do hit multiple times. But when the ore vein is gone, it doesn't stop. So it's kind of a little bit annoying. I would really love if we just, hold our mouse button and he just continues hitting. So it's definitely something that would be nice to be changed within the game as well. Aside from that, I don't really have much more to give. So constructive feedback so far. I do like how the bargaining is very nice as well. Is if you miss those like green buttons, if you check my previous gameplay or any other content creator, you'll definitely lose a little bit of money, which is very punishing and very right, because obviously as you have to strike right with your words in hopes to get some more pocket money from the buyer, of course, or your customer. And you also gain a lot more other things as well, such as recipes, etc. And it is also very nice to have too. On the other hand, the day and night cycle, I'm still how should I say, curious about how that will work. We have not really been able to get a hold or even a checkup how that will be. We also see some weapon racks over here, but we, do not have much over here to put, but maybe in the future. On the other hand, I don't have much else to say. I will definitely give this game a 9, for it definitely deserves it. So far, a 9 out of 10. And the music is nice, the voice acting is nice, the animations are working. It's a little bit wonky, especially when you're going to be finishing making the sword for the king. You're definitely going to be seeing that this sword literally goes through the hand of the smith, if you check it out on my previous video, and it's kind of very funny. So it definitely needs a little bit of a fix over there, because it's kind of looks very scary. It's like a sword through your hand, like hello, that should be wounded instead. It's like still perfecting and polishing the game. Aside from that, it has a lot of potentials and all that, and everyone can offer their opinions as well. But I honestly think you cannot really give this game a dislike, saying I wouldn't recommend it at the current stage. Honestly, that's just very negative in my opinion. You should just still wait and definitely still offer a thumbs up, honestly, because that would be far more fair, honestly. But of course, those are just opinions, because I've definitely seen how people have been offering their feedbacks over there and on Steam. And with that said, I think this is really it. I don't really have anything else to say aside from thanks to the developers. And with that said, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and wish to support it. Do you want to recommend something or look at a game together? That's possible as well. Just write it down in the comments box below, or join my Discord server so we can have a chit chat about it. Till then, I shall see you all laters.